Today on Drawbli.
Did Ben ruin this drawing?
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are drawing together because art is better with friends.
So click the subscribe button if you're new around here.
And check out our brand new brush pack at the link below in the description.
So Ben, did you ruin this drawing?
That's the question I'm wondering. I'm not sure because I very well may have. So I will tell you when we get to this part because it'll be pretty obvious, I think. But I spent a long time, working on this character, working on a background. I'm drawing this person at a party, a soiree, if you will, very upscale, ritzy event. And I got about halfway through it, and I've been working on this recall drawing method.
Oh, we're going to talk about that today?
We're going to talk a little about it here, but the basic idea of the recall drawing method is to draw something without looking at your reference. So you look at your reference, you put it away, and then you draw. And then you compare. And then you look at your reference, and then you start again from the beginning.
From scratch?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the fastest way to improve your drawing if you're trying to improve in a specific area. So if you're trying to, in my particular instance, I was actually trying to learn the anime art style because it's something, I like anime, but I'm really bad at drawing it. So I was like, I want to, try to get better at that particular art style and like learn the nuances of it. And it's always hard when you're learning something new. So I found this method to be very good for quickly improving. And then for these people in the background, this is actually my favorite part of this entire artwork. I had so much fun drawing these characters in the background, using the spellbook brush pack and just kind of like really roughing it in at first and kind of sculpting with color as I went.
Ooh, yeah.
It felt really good. I've been talking recently about like wanting to get back into not doing any pre-sketching and just like painting right from the beginning. Right. That's something that I want to do even more here soon. So this is maybe a step in that direction for me.
That's always been like a strong area for you, just putting the paint directly onto the canvas. So.
It feels natural. It feels like similar to sculpting or more similar to sculpting, at least to me.
I think that's so cool. Like I do it now and then, but for me, like starting from line still feels like the most, I guess, safe and normal. But
yeah, I think so too. But lines have always been something that confused me, and that's why I took such a long segment of time to like really work on lines and. In general, obviously my lines are still like rough and all over the place, but they used to be way worse.
I was just thinking about that. Like your lines look so much better already than they did even just like not even a short time ago, but like from when you started. I'm very nice. Yeah,
so I focused on one of my big weaknesses for a little while and tried to improve in that area. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting back into painting here more soon. So I'm really excited to get back in.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. This is awesome. This is a really cool composition too. I like the colors. I like the way this whole image flows.
So awesome. the reference I had was honestly not great. It was this picture of a woman at a party. If I still have it on my iPad, I might have saved it. I'll put it up. But the people in the background were not positioned the way they are, and this girl was standing like more with them, and this person on the left was really close to the camera. So I ended up like switching up the composition. I'll like zoom in on the woman here in the foreground as well to draw more focus to her. But yeah, like I said, it was really fun to paint these characters in the background. I really enjoyed working on them.
So since you were utilizing this method of like looking and then looking away, where is your reference? Like I noticed you don't have it pulled up on your iPad screen.
Yeah, I actually looked at the reference for the sketch and then put it away after that. So I just had it on my phone, looked at it for probably 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, and put it away, and all the color, painting, etc. is all just like stuff that I played around with. Abby, I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
What is something in drawing or painting that you have like learned throughout the journey that you didn't expect?
That I did not expect. I think I was not expecting to be able to persevere this long.
Ooh,
I
whoa.
Well, no, I shouldn't say
you
that.
ready to give up? You're done now?
No, but what I'm saying is, for something that is more intrinsically motivated than, say, like school or something professional that I'm being paid for, historically I've often found it difficult to keep with a hobby of some kind for more than maybe a short spurts of time, other than like exercise, which is something I tend to keep up with pretty well. So it's so cool to me to get to see what kinds of improvement comes from this perseverance of sticking with it and actually working on it consistently for a long time, as opposed to being stuck perpetually at one level. Because that's what happens when you are a serial hobbyist, as I am. You get really maybe you get really into something for a little bit, but you don't ever necessarily improve much past like a beginner intermediate level. Drawing is something like I've done, my whole life, but not ever often with a goal to improve much, just kind of keep drawing the same things in the same way. So for me, just like getting to improve at something that I've always cared a lot about has been like so cool.
Yeah, I like that. That is really cool. I feel like I don't know if I'll be able to explain this well or at all, but the feeling I get when drawing and seeing the improvement that we have gone through is such a cool and good feeling. It's just so fun and interesting. When I started drawing for Drawbli, I was really excited to be a beginner at an art form again, because I am a professional digital sculptor, and I was really curious to see like what some of those things would be that I wouldn't expect as I got back into, being a beginner at art. Because when you're a working professional, it's hard to like put yourself back in those shoes of being a beginner again. So being a beginner and now being like, a lower intermediate 2D artist, which is how I would describe ourselves, or, around that intermediate level, getting up into that space, is really cool. Getting to see like, it's hard to articulate like your decision making that you do, because it's all based on previous experience. And you would think that a lot of that would translate from 3D to 2D, but as many have seen here, that that's just simply not the case. I know a lot of artistic principles, and a lot of that I think has helped me, but applying them and understanding how to do that in the 2D medium is very different. So it's been really interesting, I think, and a lot has been surprising for myself to just get to experience going through this process again. And my favorite part about it is that like I'm not worried about it at all. Like I know we're just, you do thing more, you get better at thing. Like it's just pretty simple. And I'm not like in a hurry to get good, like amazing fast.
Right, there's not a deadline.
Yeah, we're not racing to the finish or anything like that. So I also really enjoy that about Drawbli, that we're just here for the ride and enjoying the experience and, growing and creating some fun artwork. And at the end of the day, it's just fun to do.
I like that. Because, I think for me in Drawbli, there's definitely been seasons where I've been able to, like, really, really push on it a lot more. And seasons where I've had to step back a little bit just due to work commitments. And so that's really encouraging, just to hear, like, it is something we're along for the ride on. And sometimes the ride's a little slower, in my case. And sometimes it's faster. But either way, like, it keeps going. And that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I just want to point out that I really like my background characters.
I do
and
too.
I had so much fun.
They are so good.
I had so much fun making
cool.
them. I actually, when I was working on this, I was like, oh, I should make a comic. Oh, man.
Yeah. They're like, I am at that level for sure.
No, not at all.
But you are. This looks so good.
All right. So now the question, Abby.
Okay.
Did I ruin my drawing? So I was like, you know what? I've been working on this anime art style a lot. I'm going to try to apply what I've learned from doing all these anime characters.
Okay.
So I took this character's face and I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's see where we can get here.
Yeah.
So it'll take a while before it gets there, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I like this though. You know, you're taking bold steps and you're seeing what happens.
I want to experiment with this art style that I created for my background characters, though, because it's actually really fun.
It's really good, too. Like, those characters look awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, they were super fun. I don't know. I was just like in a flow state, kind of playing around.
Yeah,
with them,
they turned out amazing.
experimenting with some different ideas. Ignore the weird wobbliness. I'm like redrawing this from scratch, and I'm like, oh no, what am I doing?
I like it though. You're just trying something out. You know, if we can't try things out with our art, how are we gonna ever change and improve and get better?
But stay tuned for the next video where I will actually talk about the recall method and how
it works.
works.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How I got a lot better at it as time went on. I think it's super cool and a really great way to improve quickly.
I am so excited, and I really, really want to try it out for myself because it sounds like it's going to be amazing.
I think it works best when you focus on small things. I don't think you should like try to create an entire portrait piece with a background and all these different things. Really just try to hone in on one small thing.
I'll bear that in mind. Sounds good. I don't think you ruined this image at all. I think she looks super interesting here too. I think your first iteration was great, but this second iteration is also really fun.
I think I could have just worked more with what I had, but I was like deep in this like recall idea, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna apply everything I learned. It's gonna be awesome. And I think you've probably experienced this a lot more than me because you often redraw stuff from scratch, where it's like you start doing it and you're like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But you just gotta like keep working on it, and push it.
Exactly.
Because obviously if you restart, it's gonna be a lot worse initially.
Right, because it's not as refined.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can be really worth it.
Yeah. I don't know if it was here, but
I still think it's cool. I think it's super fun that you did that though. So great job. Always try new things. Always challenge yourself, right? I love her longhorn steer necklace, by the way.
Yeah, that's what that was supposed to be.
Oh, well, it read to me that way, but who knows why I saw that way.
Yeah. I was
no.
just like throwing whatever I could on there.
It looks super cool though. She looks like a stylish person at a stylish party. Like, that's a big statement necklace, and I love it. Oh, and here's the two different versions. Wow, I think they both look great. Good job.
You are far too kind.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And if you want to be far too kind, click that like and subscribe button.
And check out our new brush pack, fresh from Drawbli's press, Spellbook, at the link below in the description.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goomba.
Ben, if you were at a party, would you want to be an anime girl or the other kind?
I think I would want to be, an other kind of girl. It's so hard to decide.
I'm not like other kinds of girl.
Can I be both?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.